You ever get that feeling that some people just know a secret to success that you don't? Well, for more than 60 years, a guy named Bob Proctor taught that success isn't really a secret at all. It's a law. Yeah, a law, just as predictable as physics. And he claimed that once you really get it, you can achieve pretty much anything. So let's dive in and see what he was talking about. I mean, listen to that promise. If you can tell me what you want, I can show you how to get it. He didn't say some things. He said anything you want. It sounds kind of too good to be true, right? Whether it's building a huge business, earning millions of dollars, or just finding an amazing relationship, he said the process is always the same. So what is this universal secret? Okay, so how do you actually go from just wanting something to actually having it in your hands? That one question was Bob Proctor's entire life's work. And his answer, well, it doesn't start with taking more action. It starts with understanding how reality itself actually works. Right, so Proctor's first big idea is this. The universe isn't some random, chaotic place. Nope. It operates on exact, unchangeable laws. And he said the most important one of all is the law of vibration. He really framed it in terms of physics. Now, a lot of people might call these ideas metaphysical, but Proctor taught them as concrete, scientific laws that totally govern our results. And when he said this, he wasn't speaking in metaphors. He meant it literally. Your thoughts, your feelings, that dream business you want to start, he taught that all of it is just pure energy, vibrating at a certain frequency. And what determines that frequency? How you feel. You are, essentially, a walking, talking, thinking bundle of energy. The way Proctor loved to explain it was like this. Think about your cell phone. It can't pick up a radio station it's not tuned to, right? It's impossible. In the exact same way, you literally cannot attract the things you want into your life unless you get into what he called harmonic resonance with them. You have to get on the same frequency, the same feeling state as your goal. So if we're all just these bundles of energy, you gotta wonder, what is that energy actually worth? And this leads to Proctor's second mind-blowing idea. Our potential is astronomically greater than we could ever imagine. And get this, modern science has actually started to back this up. Just look at this, it's insane. Before the atomic age, scientists figured out the value of all the chemicals in a human body was about $32. But today, with our modern awareness, they calculate the potential electronic energy locked inside an average person's body is worth around $85 billion. Now here's the really important part. Nothing about us physically changed. The only thing that changed was our awareness of the potential that was there all along. So this is the million-dollar question, or I guess the $85 billion question. If every single one of us is walking around with that much latent power, why are so many people struggling just to pay their bills, let alone achieve their biggest dreams? Something has to be holding us back. And you know what? There is. Proctor identified one single culprit that's responsible for that huge gap between our potential and our actual results. He said it's a hidden program, like a mental operating system that controls almost everything we do, and we don't even know it's there. He gave it a name, the paradigm. Your paradigm is the reason you can know exactly what you're supposed to do, eat healthier, work on that side project, make that sales call, and you still don't do it. It's this massive collection of habits and beliefs, mostly stuff we picked up as little kids, and it's all buried deep in the subconscious part of our mind, running on autopilot. Okay, to really get this, Proctor used a super simple model of the mind. So you've got your conscious mind, that's your thinking mind. You can use it to choose ideas, accept them, or reject them. But then there's the subconscious mind. It's totally emotional, and here's the kicker. It has zero ability to reject anything. It has to accept whatever you impress upon it as truth. And it's the subconscious that tells your body what to do. And boom, this is where it all clicks together. Your paradigm, that program running in your subconscious, is what controls your emotional state. Your emotional state sets your body's vibration, and your vibration, well, that determines what you attract into your life. So if you want to change your results on the outside, you absolutely must change the program on the inside. So the big question is, how in the world do you actually do that? The best way to understand this is to just look at Proctor's own life. He wasn't some guy who was born with a silver spoon. In fact, he was the perfect example of his own teachings. He went from being totally broke and in debt to becoming a millionaire, all by using these exact ideas. The results were just staggering. In 1961, when he was 26, he was making $4,000 a year and was drowning in debt.
Just 1 year later, his income skyrocketed to $175,000, and in just 5 years, he was earning over $1 million a year. This wasn't luck. It was a conscious, deliberate change to his internal programming.
And here's the secret to how it worked. His old paradigm, his old program, had him constantly focused on being in debt. So his vibration was just attracting more lack, more debt. To change that, someone told him to set a clear goal, earning $25,000, and to focus on it all the time. By getting emotionally involved with the feeling of having wealth instead of the feeling of being in debt, he changed his frequency, and his results simply had to change to match it. Okay, so all of this might seem a little complex, but Proctor always insisted that getting started is actually incredibly simple. His own wild transformation and the ones he saw in thousands of his students always began in the exact same place. It all comes down to just 2 basic steps that anyone can take, like right now. First things first, you have to be brutally honest about where you are right now. Your income, your health, your relationships. What are your current results? That's point A. Second, you have to decide with absolute crystal clarity where you want to go. What do you really want? Having that clear destination is the very first command you give to your mind to start overriding that old program and setting a brand new frequency. At the end of the day, Proctor's whole message is about empowerment. He thought that most people are just extras in their own movie, letting their old automatic programming write the script. But you're the director. You have the power to choose the entire story. So after everything we've just talked about, what kind of movie are you going to create?